Very excited to welcome back to the Breakfast Show our guest this morning, who's going to be with us at Radio 2 live in Leeds. And we think he may well be playing the brand new music that he's bringing with him on the show today. Good morning, or good evening, because he's in La La Land. Mark Owen, how are you, darling?
Hello, good morning, Zoe.
Oh, good.
Lovely to see you.
Good evening. Thank you for staying up super late for you.
Hey, do you know what I've been doing? I've been eating New York cheesecake while I've been waiting.
Oh, do you know what? There is nothing like New York cheesecake. But it's dangerous, isn't it? Because one slice is never enough.
Oh yes, there was a tub. It comes in a tub, and I thought I'll just have a couple of bites, and there's nothing left. There's not even a crumb. Not a crumb.
It's licked the container clean. Mark, thank you so much. It sounds absolutely delicious, making my mouth water. Did you have fun playing the summer festivals? Isle of Wight, you're at Latitude.
Oh, it was an absolute dream, to be honest. It was so nice to be back out performing live and to be back out on stage. I had the best time.
Yay! Excellent. We love the festivals. Honestly, there's certain music that you just need to hear outdoors in the sunshine, and I love the way at festivals everyone goes a bit feral. It's wonderful. We all get to be kids again and run around.
I get very excited because of other acts and other bands that are on there. I'm the embarrassing person who's got his head popping out of the dressing room as, like, Snow Patrol walk past, and I'm like, oh God, there's Snow Patrol. I am that embarrassing person. But it's really great to you meet up with a lot of old people you've sort of known over the years, and meet a lot of new artists as well. So it was really fabulous.
I love that Mark Owen is all of us getting excited about seeing people out and about like Snow Patrol. I saw Gary Lightbody at the airport and was too scared to say hello. So I did that sort of shuffling behind him, kind of talking about him in a lowered tone. That sounds like
the same shuffle I was doing.
Exactly. It's so true. Now, since you were last on the show, and we're getting very excited about Leeds, we've added someone to the lineup. Have you ever heard of a Robert Peter Williams?
Let me think. Yes, of course I have. I'm super excited. I had an inkling, and I was desperate to tell everybody, but I had to hold it in until it was officially announced. So I was very excited. Oh, it's going to be amazing. And I think he's playing with the BBC Orchestra, isn't he?
I know he is, which will be beautiful. I mean, he does that big band stuff really well. Also, Howard's going to be there. Howard Donald, your other mate. He's DJing in the Radio 2 DJ tent. It's just like a reunion.
It's like a reunion in Leeds, isn't it? That's what it's going to be like. No, I think we're all looking forward to it. We have to try and convince the others to come up as well, but it's going to be a great weekend. And I mean, just looking at the lineup, I got a text off Mel C. She said that she's there on the day that we're there as well. So I mean, it's going to be great. You've got, I mean, Tears for Fears, Simple Minds. I mean, come on.
I know, come on. What a weekend. Have you got your tickets yet? bbc.co.uk. Radio 2, hashtag, was it /Radio 2 live in Leeds? I'll give you that address again in a minute. But importantly, Mark, you've stayed up late because we're about to play your brand new single. We've absolutely been killing the first one. We played it so much on the air. You Only Want Me When You, and I love it. I know all the words. But tell us about the new song, Magic. What's the feeling here?
Well, I'm super excited for people to hear this. It's a song that I went to. The song came about when I went to Nashville, when I was making the album, The Land of Dreams, as a sort of treat to myself, a bit like a New York cheesecake. I thought, when I get close to the end, I'm going to treat myself to go to Nashville, because I've never been. So I thought, I'm going to get on a plane and go to Nashville. So I landed in Nashville. And as I landed in Nashville, Nashville's kind of went into, like, the COVID numbers at the time went a little bit insane. And so everybody cancelled on me, or everybody wanted to do it by Zoom. Everybody was doing writing sessions by Zoom. So I was in a hotel, this grey hotel in Nashville, writing on Zoom thinking, what am I doing here? This isn't the dream that I was imagining. And on my third day, I was walking through Nashville, being a tourist looking for Gary Lightbody, and and I came across this pink hotel that was dedicated to Dolly Parton, and I thought, I'm checking out of my grey hotel and I'm going pink because I was struggling to find inspiration. And I checked into this pink hotel, and above my bed in this hotel was a picture of Dolly Parton. I mean, it was really in honour of her. And I'm not kidding. I don't know quite how to describe it, but when I went to sleep that night, the whole song was a dream.
That's incredible.
The whole song. It was the whole song from start to finish. And I woke up the next day, and the guy who I was working with, a guy called Jeff Trott, who's written lots of songs for people like Sheryl Crow in his time, he called me and said, come into the studio. So finally I got out of a hotel, I went into a studio, and I said to him, you won't believe this, but I've had this dream of this song, and it's called Magic, and it goes like this. And he got on the Wurlitzer and started playing. I started singing, he started playing the chords, and probably within about an hour we had the whole thing. But it all came from a dream, and I know that sounds
I love it.
But yeah,
inspired.
It was beautiful. It was literally magic for me.
Do you want to introduce it for our lovely listeners, Mark?
I would love to. And thank you, lovely to, and thank you for playing it, for being the first play, you guys. But from the album Land of Dreams, which is coming out in September, this is Magic.
Oh, how good is that? Mark Owen. I've just had a little moment with my headphones on my office wheelie chair in the studio.
It's a vibe. It is a vibe, isn't it?
It is a vibe. It's a vibe on a lovely drive in the sunshine. It's a vibe outside under the stars. It's proper summer. Oh, gorgeousness. Well done, Mark. Congratulations. I love it. I love it.
I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased you like it. Thank you.
Oh, no, absolute pleasure. Hi, Zoe. Mark Owen is just pure sunshine on the radio. He warms everyone up for the whole day, and then he goes and brings you a great new song. That's from Andy. Big fan.
Thank you, Andy.
Too many messages to read, but there's a couple of extras I've got to read here. I met Mark a few years ago in the immigration queue at LAX. What a top bloke. So lovely. That's Dave Burton. I'm sure you remember him well. Lots of lovely stories about bumping into you. There is Robin Skye, who spent New Year 2004, possibly 2005, with Mark and his two pals at a hotel in St Andrews. Me and my mates were the last ones awake with the three of them. Absolute gent. Obviously, happy memories. Good luck with the new single as well.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Tell him thank you very much.
And this is a lovely one. I bumped into Mark at a Verve gig 25 years ago. If that was at Wigan, I was there too. So convinced he was a friend of a mate of mine who was there. And I said, nice to see you again, Mark. I'll be up at the bar in 5. I'll buy you a drink. And my wife turned and said, you do know who that is, don't you? When she explained, I felt like such a fool. But I have to say, Mark, thank you for not being all starry on me. And he just smiled politely and said, yeah, see you in a minute at the bar. Simon in Ruislip. It happens,
Brilliant.
doesn't it? It does happen. Robbie was on the show last week, and we were talking about the film of his life. Suggestions for the film of your life could be A League of Their Own, Raiders of the Lost Mark. But do you know, it's from the Prod Squad, do you know who's playing you in Robbie's film?
I don't. I haven't got a clue. Do you know?
No, I don't know anything.
No. Do you know anything about his film?
All I know is that he said on the show, he said, look, I can tell you what he said.
What has he
on
told
the
you?
show last week, he said this. Here is Robbie from last week.
It's so weird being in a makeup room surrounded by photographs of the people from your life, and then being surrounded by people that are playing your mom, your grandma, your dad, Nigel Martin Smith. Guy Chambers, all of these people from my life in the makeup room. And then you look to your left and there's Howard Donald's dreadlock wig from the 90s. And then there's Jason Orange's prosthetic chin. He had a real chin, but like there's Jason Orange's chin next to you. It's like, it's bizarre.
That's all we know at the moment.
I think he showed me a picture of Howard's dreadlocks. I think he might have sent me a picture, or I saw that somewhere. I think it was of Howard's dreadlocks. So, yeah, brilliant.
That's hilarious.
It must be very bizarre for him.
I know,
but it's exciting. You know, it's. I think it's nice for him to be doing something like this, and for him to be having it sort of portrayed in this way.
I know.
I spoke to the director guy as well. He's the guy who did The Greatest Showman. So, I mean, brilliant.
Yeah, I know. I mean, this could be epic. Now, before I let you go, darling, thanks for letting us play the new single Magic. It's out now, gang. You can download it now, or you can go out and buy it and get it on vinyl, cassette, the whole thing. I'm going to
download it. I'm going to download it now for about the 50th time.
Fantastic. But also, just wanting to say that when you come up to Leeds, my darling, is there anything you'd like on your rider? We're doing a little list. I don't know, just blue sweets, or do you like lemons?
Yeah, it's a good question. What do I have that's sort of unusual? I used to really be, maybe, do you know what? Let's go New York cheesecake.
New York cheesecake. If anyone in the Leeds area is any good at making New York cheesecake, do get in touch with me, 88291. That's what you're getting, my darling. And how's that countdown going? When we last spoke, you had a countdown to Radio 2 Live in Leeds, Mark.
I did, and I remembered, and I worked it out a little earlier before we spoke, that we're now on, no, I was prepared. We are on 5 weeks, 4 days. I don't know what time I'm on, but I'm guessing around 6 hours. But, you know, that might be, I might be a little bit out with the timings on the hours, but definitely 5 weeks, 4 days.
I love it. Mark, we cannot wait to see you there. And if you haven't got your tickets yet, you go to bbc.co.uk/Radio 2 Live. Mark, we'll see you there, my darling. Love the new single. And thanks for staying up late to talk to us, darling.
No worries. Lovely to see you. Have a great day.
Yeah, and you. See you in 5 weeks, 4 days, and potentially 6 hours. Love ya.
See you in a bit.
Mark
Bye-bye.
Owen, he's gorgeous.